Hi, this is Tony Moran. I played the original Michael Myers in Halloween 1. And welcome to Horror101.com. Filming a movie here out in Boston area called Beg, B-E-G. I play the lead detective, and a detective that's going to be retiring within about a month or so. I've been chasing a serial killer that preys on young, beautiful women. And I cannot find him, obviously, you know. And I play a burnt out detective, pretty much, you know, looking for a serial killer. And it's a horror film.
Now how did you get involved with it?
Last June, July, I guess it was, I got an email from the director of this movie. His name is Kevin McDonald. And he sent me an email stating that, and I mean this non-egotistically, okay? But he says, I'm your biggest fan. Halloween is absolutely my favorite horror movie of all time. And Michael Myers, you playing Michael Myers was, you know, you're my hero type guy, whatever. And, you know, I get that kind of a little bit, you know, through MySpace and stuff, but he'd also mentioned that he had written a script and stuff, and I get that a lot as well, but it was the way Kevin, came across through the email, his genuineness, that I answered him and told him, yeah, sure, send me your script. Gave him my email address and he sent it to me. And it was a short at the time, just a 20 to 30 minute long horror film, independent horror film, short film. And I read the script, and I'm glad I did, because it's a great script. And that's how it all started.
Now, what's it like playing the good guy? I mean, you're used to being the infamous bad guy, Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So how is it playing the detective?
It's a lot of fun. You know, I play. Is profanity okay or not?
That's fine.
Okay, cool. I play a good guy, but I'm an asshole. So, you know, I'm a bitter, burnt out prick to everybody except for my wife. My PJ Souls plays my wife in it. So, but you know, with everybody else on the force and all that, it's not that I'm not liked by some. I am. I'm just a real hard guy, you know, as a detective.
Now, how did PJ Souls get involved?
When I read the script, I had asked Kevin if they had cast the woman that was going to play my wife in it, and he started laughing. He goes, well, no, I mean, I just contacted you first, you know. And so I said, well, you know, I think PJ Souls would be perfect to play my wife. And, you know, he started laughing, and he goes, yeah, that would be great, but, you know, whatever. And I go, no, she's a friend of mine, you know. And he goes, well, God almighty, you know, can I send it to her? And I go, yeah, well, I'll send it to her, you know, and then I'll call her up. And I said, but I know she'll probably do it. It's a perfect role for her, you know, play my wife. We're really good friends, so. Or pretty good friends, you know, we see each other on the convention circuit all the time. So that's how she became part of the movie.
What's it like working with her again after all these years?
Ah, blast. I mean, she's one of the best women in the world. She's a real kind, down-to-earth girl and just likes to have fun, and she's really good at what she does. It was great. It was really great.
Now, you mentioned doing conventions. What is that like for you?
Actually, I don't think I'll ever get used to it. It's probably one of the most humbling experiences that I have to go through. You know, I never knew there were such rabid fans, you know, in horror, you know, for any horror, let alone Halloween and me. But it's a great experience, and I have a lot of fun, and it's extremely humbling, you know.
How long you been doing those?
About 3 years. Yeah.
Now, you also have a small role in Kevin's other short film. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's called Spilt Milk. And Tiffany Shepis is in it, and Brandon Lee's in it, and Ari Lehman's in it from Friday the 13th. And he had actually filmed that a while ago. And it's a 20 to 30 minute short, you know, horror type flick. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to come out this weekend. Until a couple weeks ago, or about really a week ago, but he had mentioned for a while that he would love to put me in Spilt Milk, and he did. So since I was coming out, I did a scene for Spilt Milk that opens up the movie. I play a detective, you know, and at the crime scene I find, you know, Tiffany and Brandon dead, you know, murder-suicide type thing. So that opens up the movie, and then I'm filming Beg here as well. So.
Now, after filming Halloween, you laid low for a while. What were you doing in all those years?
You know, I was in the, you know, I've got other, in a whole different industry that I've been in, you know, just, you know, don't want to get into it, just, but it's a whole different industry, you know, nothing to do with acting or films or anything like that.
Now, this is one of your first one in years, right?
Yeah, I got out of acting around 30 years old, out of Hollywood. You know, I did a ton of TV stuff, episodic TV and soaps and a bunch of stuff like that, but I got tired of it. You know, I was in it for fun. You know, acting to me is just a blast. But when it becomes too political and, you know, all that stuff, you know, it wasn't any fun anymore. So I got out.
And what drew you to this particular movie?
Kevin, you know, the director, his email, and the script. It was really the script. You know, it was for a 20 to 30 minute short. It was so impressive of what he had written that, and the way he was when I started talking to him on the phone, Kevin, he's such a good guy, a nice, genuine guy from Boston. You know, I just couldn't say no. You know. It surprises the hell out of me. I mean, I never thought I'd get back into acting for the life of me. It's just forget it. But this is sort of like almost exactly along the same lines as Halloween, because Halloween was an independent film. It's kind of fly by night. There's no real studio to go to film. You go to homes and houses and streets, you know, just, you know, regular stuff. And the people are just, you know, in it because they really believe in the project. It's not about the money, you know. So.
Do you think this has cult status written on it like Halloween?
Sure, yeah, for sure. This movie's got like some stuff going on about it that I can't talk about that is a mind blower. Yeah, it's got a, I mean, shit, you know, I'm in it, and then I talked to PJ, and she wants to be in it, and she was in Halloween 1, and then Christina Klebe hears that me and PJ are in it, and so she was in Zombies Halloween, so she wants to be in it, you know, and Debbie Rochon wanted to be in it, and Tiffany Shepis, and, you know, it's such a great thing to happen, you know. We got great names in it, and it's a great script. So for sure, it's going to be somehow, some way, a cult thing for sure. There's no doubt about that. How big it hits, hey, you know, you just never, you know, you just never know in this business, you know. But it's going to freak people out, that's for sure.
Can you tell us about a particularly scary scene?
Nope.
Keeping it under wraps.
Nope.
I can respect that.
Can't do that. Can't do that. And before you leave, I got a couple cops here as well that, you know, are helping out, and one, you know, are in the movie as well that, you know, you're gonna have to be sworn in by blood, not being able to tell anybody what's going on about this.